Hello YouTubers, another little video here for you, how to make a Evap smoke machine. It tests for leaks in your Evap system. Okay, what you need is a big jar with a metal lid. Got to be a metal lid because they do get hot, and glass jar is okay. And what I do is I have another big coffee can that I set this in to keep it cool. Because if you just, well, you'll see in a minute, you leave this on plastic, it'll melt it. So you want to put it maybe on a piece of plywood or something if you don't have a coffee can to make it, keep it cool. Okay. Alright, we got incense from the dollar store. We got some parts from Harbor Freight, cheapest place to get stuff like this. This is a male 1/4 inch air hose connector, and this is a female. Okay, and what you got to do is, this thing almost melts on every time I use it. What you got to do is you got to drill 2 holes in here in the lid. Leave yourself room for a couple big washers. Why maybe a bigger jar might be better. Okay, and then you take these, and the holes that you drill should be about the size of those threads, so it's a snug fit. Don't have to screw in tight, but you might need a snug fit. Okay, and then what you do is you take your washer, you put it on here, stick it through this way. It don't matter which way it goes because the ends are the same. Okay, and then you put your washer over this when it goes through the lid, and then you screw this onto that, and then that's what you see. That's what you have. 2 of these sticking out. Okay, put some clamps on it. I think it's maybe 5/16 hose. On this end is where you're going to put the air. Now, the air can only be 5 to 7 pounds. If you try to put a bunch of air in there, you're going to blow stuff out. You're going to ruin your Evap system. Okay, it works off a vacuum, but you can feed air pressure 5 to 7 pounds in there, and put the smoke in there, and then that shows you where your leak is, or leaks. I got this 99 Elantra's got a lot of leaks. Now, I have a air pressure regulator for spraying cars, paint, and if you go to Harbor Freight, make sure you get an air pressure regulator, not an airflow regulator. Now, an airflow regulator, you'll be able to tell the difference by the price. Airflow regulator, probably $5, $6, $7. Air pressure regulator, probably anywhere from $18 to $30, depending on what kind you get. Okay. Now you have this set up. Also, here is a valve stem that I took the valve out of, stuck it in there, put a clamp on there, and this is good for just putting a piece of hose over, like I usually do it in the front. Take it off at the purge valve, and find the line that goes back to the canister in the back, and I plug it into that to blow the smoke through that. Okay. Now, what I have here is I already have it set up because I just got done using it. Is go to the dollar store, I guess the cheapest place to get it. Buy these incense. I think the vanilla is pretty good, but you can get whatever kind you want. It really don't matter. And you take these and you break them in half, and then they're broken in half, and then all that is a piece of tin foil just wrapped around it just to keep it in there from falling around, and then you tuck it down in there, so it's going to be a little bit below the lid. All right. Now let me see if my cheap Harbor Freight torch will light. Probably not. Oh, look at that! Isn't that amazing? Once in a great while. Okay. And then what you do is you fire these up. Go down about halfway, and then up to the top. Get them lit up. Oh, sorry, forgot. Put baby oil in them. Dump it in there. Dump it in there liberally. You're not going to hurt nothing. Even if it runs down to the bottom, it's going to burn up sooner or later. Baby oil, mineral oil, whatever you got on hand. Any kind of light oil. I don't even, maybe cooking oil, but I know baby oil smokes pretty good, so that's why I use that. Alright, get it burning, and then what I do is I plug this in, and you'll see in a minute me making all kinds of smoke. Well, maybe I better wait. Maybe I better screw it on there and then plug it in. Now, the air coming out of here is going to blow on that and really make it burn and really make it smoke. Watch, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now again, you got to be careful. This glass gets hot. Alright? Put that on there like that, nice and tight. And then plug this bad boy in here. 5 to 7 pounds now, don't forget. Now look at that. that is some smoke. When you hook that up to your evap system, there's any kind of leaks, little tiny leaks, cracking the hoses, whatever, it's going to show it. Okay? So let me see if I found gave you all the little tidbits, good instructions, okay? Check that out. That blows out some smoke. That probably blows out more smoke than one of them $2,000 machines that you find. Okay? So that's it. Glass jar, metal lid, coffee can with water in it, keep it from getting hot. Because when it's running for a little bit and you're checking for the leak, that bad boy will get hot. She'll get cherry. You'll see the cherry inside. I mean, the outside will get cherry, otherwise it would melt. But you guys get the right idea. Now I'm going to try to pick up the camera. It's a new phone, so it seems like every time I touch it, it does something crazy. I want to show you a couple other things before I post this video, okay? Let me not touch no buttons, alright? This is the regulator I bought. Wait for a sale. I mean, you don't have to have this kind. Any kind of pressure regulator will work. But this is an air dryer. It takes all the moisture out of the air. It's real good for using spray gun, of course. You don't want no water in your paint. But it's also good for your